because the topic just popped up in my head like a few minutes ago, and I got the inspired thought for it, the inspired action. This needs to be said. And this has been on your mind for a long time. Can positive thinking really get you results? Does it really work? Does positive thinking help you manifest what you desire, your goals, accomplish your goals? Does it do that? Like, what is the real truth? Because you're probably like, well, just thinking positive, how can that do anything? Okay. So this is based off of a belief too. If you're just like, well, I don't think that can work, that is your belief. That is a limiting belief that you have. So no, it is not going to work for you. But for somebody who does have the belief and say, yes, it does work, then it'll work for them. But you have to know what goes into that and what working actually means. So when it comes to positive thinking, you have to remember that you have a belief first, then you have a thought based off of that belief. So if you have a belief of, I'm not good enough, well, guess what? That's going to translate into thoughts. You're going to have thoughts, maybe some thoughts that come through where you're walking outside and then people are laughing at you. That's a thought, right? And then you'll have more thoughts that are similar to that start popping up because of law of attraction. And then you will have an emotion that happens immediately, which is you feeling nervous, you feeling anxiety. That's how it works. So yes, we can say night and day that yes, positive thinking does work and get you results, but it's the belief. Positive beliefs get you the results. So if you have the positive belief, you get the positive thoughts. You'll have the positive thinking. Do you see what I'm saying with this? Where I'm going with this? And we have to also remember this, because you're probably like, okay, well, I've observed people who said they have positive thinking, but it seems like bad things happen to them. Okay, here's the gotcha with that. Nothing is actually bad. That is your belief that something is bad. So you're going to experience it as something being bad. And the point is for you to love this stuff and see the things in your reality and envision your desires unconditionally, where it doesn't matter what is happening in your reality. It doesn't matter if you get a unexpected expense. It doesn't matter if your best friend just lied to you. Like, all of that stuff, you still hold on to your desires, your goal, what you're manifesting unconditionally, meaning it doesn't matter what's happening in the 3D, in your reality, in your life. You're holding on to that because you believe in that thing. So if you believe in that thing, then your thinking is going to be congruent with that. And what happens sometimes with you is sometimes you may be thinking positive, and then other times you're just like, well, it's not going to work. Or you may be having that toxic positivity thing going on where you're saying, yeah, today is a great day. I love everything that's happening. Work is amazing. Everything is just absolutely amazing. All the while in your mind, you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so drained from all this. That's that toxic positivity thing. So no wonder you're not getting the results that you're wanting. So keep in mind, nothing is actually bad. Every single thing is happening for a reason. And when you start using things in your reality, like with the example I gave you of, there's a bill, an unexpected expense that you're paying. What meaning are you giving that? Because on the surface, you're probably like, okay, I've been thinking so positive about money, and then this is happening. Like, what the heck? Something is like really going wrong here. I'm not doing something right. Okay, that you gave that expense, that meaning. So you're not thinking positive. You're not, because you don't have a belief that is positive in that moment. In that moment, what was triggered was, I don't have enough money. That was triggered. So you're not thinking positive because you have the thoughts that go along with that belief, that limiting belief. So don't say you're thinking positive when that's not the case. Okay. We all have times where it's like, okay, we get like that. Like, we're human. Limiting beliefs come up. It's like, it happens to everybody. But the difference is when you're doing this type of, when you're thinking like a CEO manifester, and this is what I teach y'all, this is what I coach, so that you can handle these type of situations and turn them into solutions and shift the energy so that it's actually a positive and it goes into your manifestation. It's a part of your manifestation, not something separate, not a block, not an obstacle. So when this happens, it's time for you to start seeing what belief is coming up for you. Okay, I don't have enough money. All right. So what does that mean to you? If you feel like you don't have enough money, what does that mean to you? I'm not responsible with my finances. Okay. Well, if you feel like you're not responsible with it, it's time to shift that limiting belief. And I go over that in my CEO Manifestor Workbook Bundle, and the link is in the description below. But you do that process to shift the limiting belief. And once you shift the belief and you have a positive one in place that you give the meaning to that expense, like, this means that I'm receiving more than enough to pay for this. This means that I'm having an upgraded lifestyle. So you have that in place. That belief comes with thoughts, it comes with emotions, and it comes with actions. So you're going to be feeling good after that. You're going to be feeling excited, like, okay, well, yeah, this, like, I feel good now. And then the action is going to be for you to pay for that thing, but you're paying for it, but while feeling good about it. That's the difference. That is the power of belief. That is the power of positive thinking, which starts with the belief. That's what it starts with, the power of belief. So, yes, you can think positive, but it starts with the power of belief. So positive thinking can make a world of a difference if you understand that piece of things. If you understand that piece, then guess what? Nothing is going to go wrong for you. Because you will know that whenever that comes out your mouth, oh man, something's going wrong. Or even if you just think that thought, something's going wrong, you're going to know right away. Oh, okay. So obviously I'm experiencing that way because that's my belief that I have about it, the thought I have about it. It can be that easy, y'all. And I'm going to tell this to you night and day because it makes a world of a difference. I was like, not for some reason, but it was like an inspired thought that I had to look up a certain Abraham Hicks video, right? So I did that today. And while I was waiting to hear back about my car and everything like that, she was talking about the things that get you out of alignment. It's like these typical things, like, habitually get you out of alignment every day or frequently. And I was like, what are some of those things for me? And I remember I wrote this list down before, but I went back to look at it and I was like, okay, all right, so let's look at spending money. Okay, let's look at that. And then you start doing she said a focus wheel. I didn't do the focus wheel, but more like the rampage. And so I started doing that. And then guess what? I got good news. And then all of a sudden on my car, that check engine light, it wasn't flashing anymore. And I got good news, and like, I'm getting my car, repaired and everything. So it really worked out. It worked out better than I imagined. But I did that because it was like, okay, the car thing, that was like something that was getting me out of alignment. So then I did that, shifted the energy on that, and boom, bada bang, it turned out amazing. And so I did that on money today too. And I feel good about it. And the action that resulted from me doing that was making this video. There are actions that, oh my gosh, y'all. Listen, if you're feeling like you're not taking action on anything, it's because of belief. Yes. If you're like, oh yeah, I really want to be a content creator. I really want to be an entrepreneur. I really want to manifest money. I really want to manifest a partner, whatever the case is, but you're not doing anything. Like, you're not doing anything in faith or belief, or like, that you got this thing. No, there's no actions to back it up. Well, you don't believe it. You don't believe it. You will take action if you believe something. You'll take action as if that thing is happening right now. So when I shifted the belief around the money and I did the rampage on it, I made this video. That is a direct result of shifting a belief, right? And it can be that easy. So no, you're not lazy. It's not that you're lazy. You can have a belief that you're lazy, and the result is you not taking action. But it's not 100% true that you're actually lazy. It's just that you have a belief that you keep choosing where you keep experiencing yourself as being lazy. But it's not 100% true. It's not. That is literally, once you just shift that belief, boom, all of a sudden you're going to have some energy to like, oh, well, actually now I want to make a video. Actually now I want to do this. You're feeling unmotivated. Shift the limiting belief that you have there. Why is it so scary for you to be motivated? Why is that scary to be motivated to do what you love to do every day? And then you'll say something like, because I'm not good at what I do. I'm not the best at what I do. Okay. So that's why you experience it that way. And for you and to avoid seeing yourself as, to avoid seeing yourself as not being good enough and not being the best, you're going to do everything you can to not have that be shown to you. So you're not going to do anything because you want to face that truth that you have going on right now. All you have to do is shift the limiting belief. Once you shift it, new actions happen. And it's not even something that you have to think about, really. I just had the inspired action to make this video, right? And when it comes to manifesting a partner, what are you doing? What would you be doing if you already had a partner? What would he be doing for you? Do those things. It's time to take action. That's how you know that a belief is in motion, because you're taking action based off of the belief. I'm telling you, when you apply this stuff, y'all, you're going to see a world of a difference in your life. I'm helping you with this because I know what it's like. And I do this stuff every day. And like the other day, I was telling y'all that my focus was on another area. Today, my focus was on these rampages, on being in alignment. That's the focus for today. And you get this type of stuff too. It's just, you have to follow your intuition and follow the intuitive hits that you get, because you're always being guided. Your higher self is always guiding you. Your higher self is like, you know what? I got you 24 hours, 24/7. I got you. Whatever you want to call it, higher self, God, universe, whatever. It's got you. You have a whole cosmic team that has got you. You are always supported. And that's another thing. When you're following your excitement, you are always supported in every moment. But it's that moment when and if you think you're not, well, guess what? What do we talk about with the thinking? That's tied to a belief. It's not 100% true. It's just tied to a belief. That belief is not an actual 100% true, real thing. Beliefs are here for you to experience this reality. If you did not have any beliefs, y'all, you would not be experiencing anything. It would just be like a white, like, you know, like in the movies where they go into that white room and it's just nothing there. This is kind of like in the Twilight Zone. It's just a white room, nothing there. Or a black room and nothing is in there. Do you really want to experience that? But even then, it'd still be some type of experience. I guess you just wouldn't have eyes at all. They'd have to take away your eyes, take away your nose, take away your mouth and your ears, all senses. And then you just be a face with nothing on it. Then you wouldn't have an experience. There we go. And you don't want that. So you are in a position now where you get to choose your experience. Be grateful that you have this experience. You're experiencing this video. What meaning are you going to give this video? What beliefs come up for you when you're watching this video? You'll know by how you feel. If you feel motivated and you feel like inspired, you're like, man, I'm just so excited and pumped. That's because a positive belief was activated for you. So that comes with a behavior, right? So what action are you taking now that you've seen this video? What behavior, what action are you taking? Let me know in the comments below. What action are you taking now that you've seen this video and you feel inspired and you feel motivated and you feel pumped? You're like, yes, I can do this. Let's go. How do you feel? I'm Brand Victoria, your new manifestation/mindset coach, and I am here and I'm your manifestation bestie and helping you on your manifestation journey so that you can achieve everything you desire and get the things you decided to have. Not just, you didn't wish for these things, you're not begging for these things. These are things that you decided to have, so you get to have them. They already exist in a reality. It's just a matter of you lining up your energy to match that reality, and boom, that's you. You're that girl, okay? And I appreciate you for watching this video and subscribing right down below, and I'll see you in the next one.